was expecting to be detained.
But you're now seeking the help of the American government to go home.
No comments.
For most visitors to North Korea, the fear of being arrested during their trip is a serious concern.
If they apprehend people committing what they consider crimes, they will deal with it accordingly.
However, for 25-year-old Californian Matthew Miller, it was exactly what he had hoped for.
But I will say that I prepared to violate the law of the DPRK before coming here.
In April 2014, North Korea's state news agency reported that an American citizen had been detained at Pyongyang airport after allegedly attempting to seek asylum. In a country where independent media does not exist, verifying the truth was nearly impossible. But according to Miller, North Korea's version of events was surprisingly accurate.
I deliberately committed my crime. I have already admitted my guilt and apologized to the government of the DPRK, and I have been asking for forgiveness.
Before landing in Pyongyang on a flight from China, Miller intentionally destroyed his tourist visa. 2 weeks later, he was removed from his hotel and formally detained.
Were you expecting to be detained as long as you have been?
Yes.
Experts on North Korea believed Pyongyang would seize the opportunity to use Miller as leverage in its standoff with the United States.
I've been requesting help for a long time, and there has been no movement from my government. I've also written the letter to my president with no reply. So for this reason, I am disappointed in my government.
However, Miller insists it took considerable effort on his part to convince the authorities to arrest him.
Good treatment. I have no complaints.
Once they did, his tone changed entirely.
I am now requesting help from the American government, the citizens of America, and the world to release me from this situation. My situation is very urgent, that very soon I'm going to trial and I would directly be sent to prison.
In September, after a highly publicized show trial, Miller was sentenced to 6 years of hard labor for illegally entering the country and committing hostile acts against the state.
They need to quickly make movement because there's not much time.
Miller claims his true intention was to simply learn firsthand what North Korea was like. After his trial and sentencing, he was transferred to a more traditional prison facility on the outskirts of Pyongyang.
Mostly it's been agriculture, like in the dirt, digging around.
North Korean labor camps are infamous for their brutal human rights violations.
But you're now seeking the help of the American government to go home. Why?
No comments.
Finally, in November 2014, after months in captivity, the US government secured his release.